Dissect DJ.
오빤 Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Dissect DJ.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's time for another one.
It's the Dissect DJs.
Opa!
Hey, let's take it back to 2012. You remember that year?
Remember that year?
Remember that?
Remember the ridiculous dance that everybody was doing?
I already, based on the first, 10 seconds, we've taken you back there.
You remember?
Yeah.
You
Remember
were
when
like,
everybody
"Oh,
was doing this
I hated this
shit
song,
dance?
but I remember it. It's kind of high energy, and I enjoy it. Actually.
For some reason, everybody hated it, but yet, people were always, up for it. They're always like, oh, yeah.
Kids loved it.
Yeah. Parents loved it. Stations loved it.
Yeah, it was
Every
it was one of those hits
DJ
that for some
loved
reason took off. Psy probably loved it, the creator of the song, because he probably made buco dollars during that time.
Oh, he's still living off it. He pretty much made his career off of this single. So we're going to do
Stupid
something
dance,
a little different today.
What are we doing?
We are going to dissect something in Korean. We're going to use this little translator app.
I studied it in college for 3 semesters,
but he still sucks at it. He doesn't know shit about it.
Never, and, I lived in Korea for 14 years, actually.
And yet somehow didn't help him at all.
Nothing.
Yeah, he still doesn't know anything Psy's saying. So we're going to use this little translator app, and we're going to dissect for you everything said in Gangnam Style.
Yes. We're not going to do the version in Korean of what they're saying.
Well, because
he says it.
It's not really going to make sense if we spoke Korean. Also, we both don't speak Korean, so we aren't going to be able to repeat exactly what he says. So
we're going to skip that, but we're going to let him sing that, and then we're just going to translate into English what he just said.
So, let's hear what you got to spit, Psy.
Let's translate some Gangnam Style.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 밤이 오면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 그런 반전 있는 여자
Alright. First it's style what? Oppa is Gangnam Style.
What does that mean?
Gangnam Style. It
Okay.
actually don't describe what Gangnam Style is.
Can we actually just start with that? What is Gangnam Style?
They don't say.
Gangnam is...
Oppa is Gangnam
Why
Style.
do we not do any kind of research? Okay, so Gangnam is a city in Korea, though, right?
I think so.
God damn it! Do I need
it's
to
a style
mid-episode? What is Gangnam? Okay.
Yes.
We're so embarrassing. I swear to God. Okay.
It's part of the culture and logic of the Dissect DJs to do what we do here and research on call. What I think Gangnam Style is a type of soup done in a style that is focused in Korea.
I'm gonna delete all this because none of this is good. But okay.
I thought it was pretty good. I don't know why you're hating on it. It legitimately thought it was a soup.
So apparently Gangnam is a
Type
upscale
of soup. It's a type of soup.
I'm not gonna include that shit, dude. Just shut up.
What did you think it was?
Okay.
I fully thought it was a type of soup. I don't know why you're hating on what I thought Gangnam Style was. I thought it was a style of soup.
Okay, Gangnam is not a style of soup. It's actually an upscale, modern center home to gleaming skyscrapers, designer brands, and stylish nightclubs in Seoul, Korea, where big-name DJs spin techno and house. So it's basically if you're in Seoul, which I was 2 years ago, it's the spot, which is where I remember, I do remember experiencing, and not necessarily, the Gangnam Style, but I remember seeing Gangnam and being like, oh, it all makes sense now. It's basically what, I don't know, Vegas is to United States, or LA, or...
Got it. I was way off.
Yeah, something like that. It's not a type of soup at all.
If it was a soup, it would probably be delicious. It would have,
it probably is. I'm sure they, how people fucking market shit. Either ways, let me hear what Psy has to say about this.
All right, well, he already
whole
spoke
Gangnam
it,
shit.
and his first words were Oppa Gangnam Style. Oppa is Gangnam Style.
Yes.
Gangnam Style. Dun, 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 dun. A girl who is warm and humanly during the day. A classy girl who know how to enjoy the freedom of a cup of coffee. A girl who gets hotter when the night comes. A girl with that kind of twist. bam, 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 bam.
So he's just talking about like a girl who's dope. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, but let's talk about what he's talking about. Like a girl who is warm and humanly during the day. So he's looking.
No, it's fine.
He's looking for a freak in the sheets, but a lady in the streets.
Yeah,
that's what he's looking for.
I honestly don't think we need to break that down further. Just like he's talking about a girl who's cool.
I
She likes a good cup of coffee.
Why are you being all this like don't want to break down things at this point of the night? I'm like getting a little confused with you right now. Let me break
because
down shit.
I gathered what he was saying.
And I'm breaking it down to make sure, as well as he's bringing up a freedom of a cup of coffee. Which why the fuck is this man talking about a cup of coffee? He's describing a woman that he's like he wants a freak in the bed. He wants a freak in the bed. And a lady in the streets who also knows how to drink coffee. That's what I'm getting from this first one.
Because awesome girls usually, I don't know, enjoy their cup of coffee on like a Wednesday afternoon. I don't know. I heard everything you said, and I immediately like just went through. Okay, yeah, that's a cool girl. All right, fine.
All right, well.
So I was ready to hear the next.
Second verse it is. Oh, I'm a guy who is warm as you during the day, a guy who one-shots his coffee before it even cools down, a guy whose heart bursts when the night comes, that kind of guy.
Okay, so the second verse is about the guy that like he's trying to be.
Which is just the opposite of what she is.
Kind of sounds like he's really focused on coffee for some reason.
You know about his coffee.
He's whether it's the girl or the guy, like he's just like explaining first and foremost. Okay, this is the person we gotta talk about. But let's first get out of the way how they like their coffee because like the coffee is important. Do you like a double shot of mocha?
It's in the first line and the second line.
A little bit of cappuccino and just a hint of mocha fresca. So,
Would you have ever guessed in this song that half of the lyrics were about him liking coffee?
Never. I did not know that. I don't even know that the Koreans know that.
None of you knew that either, unless you are Korean.
This is why we're dissecting this for you. If you are fluent in
Korean, you knew the whole time. You were like, this guy's just talking about coffee.
But honestly, maybe that's why the song's so intense, because everybody's all cafe'd up, you know?
Hype as shit. Beautiful, lovable, yes you, hey, yes you, hey, beautiful, lovable, yes you, hey, yes you. Now right, let's go. Now let's go into the end. What about Gangnam Style?
All right, so none of that made sense. It's starting to feel like if you. It's starting to feel like when you watch some of those like Sega Genesis games that we grew up with that were made in Japan, where like they have like an opening story and like the translation didn't make sense, so we just like watched it like, oh, all your base are belong to us, you know, like you're like, all right, well, the Japanese, I'm sure thought that this made sense, but not really working out.
Or any movie really that has translation.
Exactly, like if they had said the things that you just said in a song, nobody would have gotten it. But like we didn't give a fuck because he was saying it in Korean, so it was just like, just get to the part where he goes.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady.
Now, surprisingly, the "a sexy lady" in Korean translates to "a sexy lady" in English as well.
That was the first question I had as I was listening to that. It was like, okay, this whole song has gone agreeably they made the song to be like, we're gonna make this a Korean song. So here's always my question: I know that English has like an influence around the entire world where like almost all countries feel like they need to like learn English more so than anybody here in America feels like they need to learn any other language.
If it's not English, it's not American, it's not right.
Like bullshit like that. Yeah. Okay. But like but like other countries definitely feel like it's important to teach them English. If there is any language that is a little bit worldwide, it might be English, I'd say.
Right.
So
what's your question?
So my point is, like, this song was not made for America. It was originally a Korean song that made its way over here. So why did they decide to include the whole sexy lady thing in English?
Everybody in the world knows sexy lady.
Just say it in Korean then. Why not?
In Korean, it would be, I'm not going to try to fake that out.
Should we look it up? Because
that would be,
should we look it up? Should we try it up? Fuck it. We're already doing the translation thing.
I'll do it.
Yeah, just look at what is sexy lady in Korean, and we will compare what it made it sound like. But I kind of answer the thing as I was saying it. Like, the reason is, like, English works worldwide. But it's just weird to me that the whole song is in Korean except for that.
Are you ready? Sexy lady in Korean, it would be Segisyani Agasasi.
Okay, so now we have our answer.
Wait, that's not it. Say it.
섹시한 아가씨. 섹시한 아가씨.
That is sexy lady.
Okay.
Hey!
섹시한 아가씨.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, Gangnam Style. Hey!
섹시한 아가씨.
Yeah, sexy lady sounds better.
섹시한 아가씨. 오빤 강남 스타일. 섹시한 아가씨.
Okay, I get why you didn't do it now. Okay. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
He was like, that just doesn't work. Let's
Sometimes English just is the sexiest language, you know? Not always. Definitely not always, but sometimes.
Alright. Next verse about this girl that he talks about so simplistically. Oppa Gangnam Style.
성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선어해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선어해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선어해 근육보다 사상이 울퉁불퉁한 선어해 그런 선어해.
The same concept, okay? Same thing going on. He goes into the girl. He wants to describe the girl.
He sounded. Let me just say before you translate everything. That last verse sounded aggressive. It felt like he was shouting at the female. Like I just kept hearing "Sona he, Sona he." I'm like, what are you yelling right now? So yeah, I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Now,
explain this to me.
Now, what's funny about this is I've done this song on karaoke many a times, right? And pretty good at it.
Because you like bringing the dance in. Yeah.
You bring the dance, and then it's kind of funny because you're like, oh, no, Sana. Nobody knows what the hell is on the screen. And they're like, you guys all know the words. Come on, sing it with me. Sana.
It's the epitome of doing a karaoke song just based on sound.
Yeah,
and not,
period.
Like, yeah.
But with that said, I always kind of thought that the first verse was the second verse repeated. And had no idea that he actually changed the words because I don't speak Korean.
That's because you're racist.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not racist, but maybe I don't know what... I'm not cultured.
Yeah, so it all sounded the same to you. Keep going.
Same thing. But with that said, again, same concept happening here. He talks about the girl than himself. A girl who looks quiet but plays when she plays. A girl who puts her hair down when the night time comes. A girl who covers herself but is more sexy than a girl who bears it all. A sensible girl like that. I am a guy.
Hey, sexy lady.
No.
Okay.
Next verse. I am a guy. A guy who seems calm but plays when he plays. A guy who completely crazy when the night time comes. A guy who has bulging ideas rather than muscles. That kind of guy.
Yeah, it sounds way cooler in Korean. You know what that verse actually reminded me of? Remember when we did Culture Beat Mr. Vane, episode 32, and Mr. J Supreme basically like spoke as the master male who just like talks about like himself like he's just like the epitome of all women's desires and he gives a fuck about what you think because it's basically coming through the voice of like a female's mind.
Yeah,
that's what I'm. Yeah, episode. By the way, episode 32.
Where those
haven't
European guys come in the background of every house beat back in the 90s.
They always like kill you, those dope beats with like their fucking
call me
tough
baby, call
talk
me
raps.
raw, call me it sick, call me Mr. Vane.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting right now. Like, he's basically talking like Jay Supreme and Culture Beats Mr. Vane. He's just like, oh yeah, I'm the shit. And
I want a girl who plays but is quiet, but nice, but plays when she plays, and gets crazy at nights, but knows how to put her hair up and be respectable, but also gets crazy.
Basically does whatever I'm saying. Yeah, like that's what Psy's coming with right now. So yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Now he does say that he goes completely crazy when the night comes. I gotta be honest, homie. Compose yourself, control yourself. Don't lose control. Cool it now, okay?
Ooh,
just like our new edition episode.
You're gonna lose control.
Don't lose control. Be completely sane but fun through the nights. That's why I wanted to do that. And then a guy who has bulging ideas rather than muscles. You're just basically saying you don't want to work out and you're a little bitch, but you play chess well. You know, sounds like me.
Yeah, but I've also seen Psy, and like, who the fuck is he calling out for like not having bulging muscles? Like, what? Yeah.
The fact anybody that ever calls out the fact that they don't have muscles, like, yeah, but I'm smart.
Yeah,
though.
that's kind of
you're
bullshit.
Just a little, you're a pussy. Like anybody can get muscles. You just gotta have the hard work and dedication.
No, I'm not gonna
eat
say
correctly.
that. Look, I'm gonna say it
not
this way.
Not anybody, I guess.
I'm gonna say it this way. Look, you don't need to have bulging muscles to be like, attractive to the opposite gender. But if you don't have it, you don't need to resort to like then calling out those who do, like, oh, with your bulging muscles, oh, what does that do for you? Like, it's a fucking cheap shot. Like, the dude that does have bulging muscles, he worked his ass off for that shit, and he's probably being attracted because of it. Like, just let him have it.
Just because you know the quadratic formula.
You don't gotta fucking like call that out and be like, oh, look at how fucking big and strong you are. Like, fuck you. You worked for that shit.
You know Pythagorean theorem. Who gives a shit?
I don't know, man. You just kind of fucked it up with that whole whatever Pythagorean theorem thing.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared, except if D is with E. Right? Is that the...
I don't trust that whatever you just said. Just get back to the jam. We're due for it.
Real quick. He's yelling at this girl. He's like, beautiful! Lovable! Yes, you! Hey, you! Yes, you! Beautiful! Lovable!
No, it's definitely one of those things where if you took the beat away, like this is just a drunk crazy man screaming outside of a club.
Now let's go into the Like, this guy is like...
How much did this song bail Psy out? Like, from being like, just like a crazy loud Korean dude, just like screaming shit, to being like forever a household name. Like, this song somehow became just like in 2012, which I always remember the year because that was the first year I began my end of the year mixes. And this is the song I ended on, which you did the music that year for me. And we made a point to be like, we have to have that song in there, but at that point, by the end of the year, it had been so played out that we're like, it can't carry it.
I think all we ended with is Gangnam Style explosion.
It literally was just open Gangnam Style. That's it. That's the only time we used it. But it had to be in there.
It worked well.
We had to include it. Yeah. And if you haven't checked that out, check it out. If you want to know what 2012 looked like, I have a single page on ryancastle.co. Not .com, .co. Because .com would have cost like another $2,000, and it was .co, it's fine. Just take the M off, you'll find the web. Anyway, there is an entire page of all of my end of the year mixes, and the first one you'll see is 2012. And
2012.
And that one, yeah. There's a lot of Pitbull in there.
J-Lo.
There's a lot of Lady Gaga. There's a lot of I don't know.
A J-Lo track that nobody ever knew, but I thought was a good track. I don't know why.
And we included it in there, and like it worked. Either way. It closes with Gangnam Style as the last note, and that's all we needed it for. Like, yeah, because like Gangnam Style was basically the theme of 2012. But by the end of it, it was so annoying that like we didn't really want to hear it. You know.
And then let's be honest, Castle. If this song was done in English and he sang the same thing, would have never made it.
No way.
No chance.
No way. No way.
He's literally just yelling beautiful, lovable.
It's actually I'm not sure why it made it. Anyways, really, because like
a really good beat. It's right when that EDM kind of like was hitting, and it kind of has a beat like that. And
like there's a lot of dope Korean songs that like deserve better attention.
Like which one?
People love the BTS group. Like they have a bunch of songs that people listen to. So like
they do have a song in the top 10 right now.
They have a lot of popular songs, but like it's just like nothing ever comes to what this song did. For some reason, taking over America. Like I don't really get it. I can't explain it. And it's one of those songs that's still hard to listen to because it got so overplayed. It was so saturated with what this period was. But that's the thing. Is like it forever stands the test of time as like a 2012 benchmark. Like this is what 2012 was. Everybody was doing Gangnam Style. Everybody was doing that same whack-ass dance. Everybody pretended like this was fucking cool for like I don't know 3-month period at the very least.
2-year period actually. Dude.
Yeah, it lasted a long time with like
trust me, I had
weddings
I had to teach this at weddings and elementary schools for 5 years.
Yeah, it just kept going. All right, but like are we done with the song or
we're not? It has one more round of high energy, fucking fantastic fun.
All right, well let's just play the rest of it so we can get the fuck out of this. All right.
오빤 Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 뛰는 놈, 그 위에 나는 놈. Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈. 뛰는 놈, 그 위에 나는 놈. Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좀 아는 놈. You know what I'm saying? 오빤 Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And that was the explosion to the 2012 mix, which is the best explosion. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Because, like I said, I didn't want to include the whole thing in our mix, but like we did need to get in there. So like it was literally only included in that very last Open Gangnam Style. Bah!
Now, real quick, he snuck in one more line on us, and I always thought, again, that it was the same thing he said before, but it was not. Let me get on it real quick. On top of the running man is the flying man, baby, baby. I am a man who knows a thing or two. On top of the running man is the flying man, baby, baby.
He says that twice?
I am a man who knows a thing or two.
Why'd you... Okay, so you read it twice just because he read it twice.
Yes, we said it twice.
All right, well...
That's why not that breakdown part of the end where he goes,
I didn't really need to say
real quick,
it twice, but... Okay.
At the end, he goes, no. That's where he does that.
That's what he says there, okay. Okay, fine.
On top of the running man is the flying man. What the fuck is he talking about?
All right, that feels like a language deficiency right there. Like it feels like he was looking up American things, like what's popular.
No.
Oh, the right. And was that not when the Running Man made like a resurgence, like with a boy, aren't you?
It's not the Running Man. It was called the Shuffle. Apparently, it's called the Shuffle.
Okay.
It changed to the Running Man was that thing.
Either way, so basically he was looking up like, oh, the Running Man's popular, and then he just, without even knowing what it was, he was just like, well, the Flying Man is even better than that, and he just kind of like made that like.
See, I think he's trying to hit on MC. Like MC Hammer had the Running Man, he was like.
I don't associate MC Hammer with a Running Man. I more think of him with that like little sidestep where he's just like, oh. All
right, well, I am, and he's hating on MC Hammer.
All right, whatever.
Fuck
Dude,
Psy hating
get
on
your-
MC, yo.
Get your hate out of the way, whatever you're trying to
He's
do.
trying to make up a new dance. No, don't we know what the Flying Man is? Psy, okay, the Running Man is a classic. Stop trying to hit on old moves and like revamp them. I'm alright. Like, you pissed me off at the end there. I'm tired of this shit.
Can we just bring it to slaps and snaps? What do you give this?
That was me killing a bug. Let me give you my snaps. There you go. A slap and a snap.
Slap and a snap. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It high energy, had its moment. Don't know what the fuck it's talking about. I hate this song. It's annoying. I had to hear it too much. It gets something though, because it was something.
Mm-hmm.
But I fucking hate this song.
And
What you got, Steve?
And I'm gonna go ahead and go. Hey, sexy lady. So 2 snaps. I give it 2 snaps. I don't even want to give it any claps. It's fine. Like it's yeah. Like,
So wait, a snap, a hey sexy lady, and then another snap.
and another snap.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Look, I respect the cultural relevance of what the song was, but even then, even when it was at the peak of its like open Gangnam Style, like everybody was like, "Oh, you know Gangnam Style?" Like even then, I was just kind of like, "Yeah," and so that song's okay. Like it's got some okay energy. It's not like bad, but at no point, at any point in this song's history, was I ever like. Oh, Gangnam Style! Like I just, I never gave a shit. I really never did. And I don't know exactly how what happened, but like as we just experienced previously in our episode 38 when we discussed Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, these songs could suddenly just get so in your face that you're like a little bit entrenched with it. We're like, oh, get this song out of my face. And like Dreams is a fucking jam that like I've lived with my whole life. This song was like I guess it's got some energy and it's okay, but like I still can never forget back at that time in 2012 when it was just like anywhere you went, this song was fucking playing, and it just kind of like, how does this really happen? Like, how do these things happen sometimes?
Sometimes I don't know how this happens.
Where like there's this
I can tell you
random
this.
ass song from Korea is just like every
I
fucking
can
where.
tell you
like,
this, Castle.
yeah.
I hope it happens to us. And in all honesty, I
kind
hope.
of don't though,
No,
because like
as
it
long as
makes
we blow
you,
up, do we make millions? I don't give a fuck how we do it. I mean, it could
guess.
be legit, but I don't give a fuck.
it just makes you
Real quick,
so annoying so quick. Though.
I don't
Like,
give a
I don't
fuck. You know how much money we would make if we
every
blew up like
year,
that, dude?
yeah, okay, so we do set for a little bit, but like
Set forever.
every year there's a song that just like kind of just drives the
And
whole
I would
country
be happy
crazy.
to be that song.
And
Any
this is
one of those
definitely that. If there's ever a song that is just a poster child for that, it's definitely Psy's fucking
Yeah, well, Psy's.
Gangnam
Hey, I
Style.
didn't like the Psy was hanging on the Running Man, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a nice little fuck Psy, and I don't like you.
Don't gladly be like, fuck Psy.
Fuck Psy, bro. He never
I
came
don't
out with
give a
another
shit.
Psy.
I never
You're
saw
a
him
piece of
again.
shit. You're done. You were done then.
Well, I
you,
mean,
you
like,
kept doing your glasses
he
and that
never
stupid.
really
He was all
should've-
serious. You remember
he-
that back then, though? He was all serious with this thing. He was like, "I'm so cool. Look at me."
I don't
He
remember shit about him,
He fucking
honestly.
sucked. And Psy is stupid.
The only thing I remember about Psy ever seeing is like on that New Year's Eve that year, they brought him out or whatever channel I was watching. They're like, "Oh, Psy, and it's your birthday, right?" And they're like, "He's like, yeah, it's my birthday." And they're like, "Oh, happy birthday! How do you feel about this?" And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand." And I was just like, I realized at that point, like, this guy is straight out of Korea. He got like interjected. Like, I'm not hating on him for making this song.
Fuck that. I'm hating on him.
I know.
Fuck.
Can I finish what I'm saying though? Before you just interject with your hate, he made a song that was just like, hey, I'm trying to make a song. America just oversaturated because that's what America does, and it made his career, but it also defined his career. And I just really remember realizing at that New Year's Eve where he was just literally like, "I'm sorry, I don't understand." Like Ryan Seacrest is like trying to talk to him, and he was just like, I don't really know why I'm here." And he's like, yeah, he didn't deserve all the
Fuck
oversaturation
Psy,
that he
bro.
got, but
You getting
like,
way too fuck Psy.
Yeah, but he wasn't that good. So like he was just a random ass Korean singer who made one song that like for some reason America decided to fucking throw in your face and kind of ruin his career, but yet also make it at the same time. America has a way of doing that. Anyways, yeah, I'm done talking with Sai.
Castle.
You take over the rest of the episode.
You want some coffee?
No.
Well, Sai apparently wants us to go get some coffee.
I don't give a fuck. Next!